Good afternoon. This is Tanisha Laverne Grant with Black in America. I am excited beyond measure to bring to the platform today a young woman that I have long admired for at least over a decade when we first met at Red Rooster Harlem, Miss Leigh Davenport, a proud alumna of Spelman, my fellow HBU sister because I'm a graduate of Cheyney University, who is bringing us an amazing new series that I just could not watch without repeating, taking it back. I fell in love with Run the World. Congratulations, Leigh Davenport. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you. I'm doing great.
So Leigh, I hate to ask the obvious question, but what was the impetus for you to finally say, you know what, I'm going to put pen to paper and write a story about young African-American women in their 30s coming of age and just really refinding and retooling themselves, as Harlem, as a backdrop?
Well, it was selfishly motivated. I think I was with so many amazing women in my 20s and 30s in Harlem, and we were all trying to figure out how to be real grown-ups. And how to be in love and out of love and, working through, those really kind of life-defining spaces with each other, surrounded by friends and really supporting each other. And I felt like I didn't see that on television. And I wanted to see us. I wanted to feel like there was something that reflected the reality that I knew and that so many Black women were living. And so I said, well, I guess I should write it then.
Is there a character that you are, what can I say, that you closely relate to? Is there which one of those characters, which one of those beautiful ladies is Leigh Davenport?
When I started writing the show, Ella McFair actually was the alias that I used to write a blog way back in the day. And so she was probably the most closely resembled to me. But I think as I've aged and as the characters have aged, I probably morphed a little bit more towards Asandi.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. So what is your writing process like, for young women who aspire to be, playwrights or, storytellers of any sort, in television and in film? Can you talk a little bit about the writing process? And, I think a lot of people don't understand, the script analysis and how that has to look and be a specific way. And, how many pages of a script make one episode and how long it takes to shoot one episode.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my process always starts with something that's true. Something that I know that is real, whether it's informed by my life or something that friends told me. You can ask my girls, we would be at brunch and I'd be taking notes, collecting their stories and collecting funny one-liners and jokes. I think that when you are able to really connect with an audience because they can feel that there's something true and authentic behind this. And so, I approached writing this show by thinking what are the best stories that everyone has ever told me about, what our lives were like and our romances were like and our struggles, and sifting through that and figuring out, where can these girls go in the first season of our time with them? Where can we meet them, and meeting them at this moment where, Ella says in the pilot, is this the beginning of the rest of my life? And I think something that happens kind of when you turn 30, 31, and you start wondering that, I'm going to be a real adult, this is starting to get to be the real stuff. And if this is the beginning of the rest of my life, am I on the path to have the life that I actually want?
Oh, wow. Leigh, so well done. So well done. Without giving away, and I'm really out of time, but that moment in front of the Harriet Tubman statue, absolutely brilliant. I'm not going to say because I'm not going to give it away, but brilliant. This series is brilliant. Thank you so much, and continued blessings and success.
Thank you so much. So good to see you again.
Likewise, Tanisha Laverne Grant, blackinamerica.com.